Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum class. I'm your English teacher Zia. I hope that you're doing well. Yes, can you hear me? Am I audible? Students who have joined us on Zoom, can you hear me loud and clear? All right, that's very good. So, my dear learners, you have to be very much attentive for this. This is English 9. I welcome you to English 9, and today we are going to continue our unit number 2. And this is our lecture number 3, and we are going to deal with an students learning outcome on vocabulary. Let's see what it is. Now, this lesson has already been done in the model lecture if you have attended it. If not, then do not worry about it. It's a piece of cake. I'll just get to it, why I use this term before you and why did I use this sentence. Now, let's read our students learning outcome and see how we can achieve it. So, our SLO is, it's very simple: comprehend and use contemporary idioms and proverbs in the different texts and in their speech. Now, this is a very broad students learning outcome, my dear learners. And in the middle of the lesson, if you have any kind of question, you can straight away ask, or you can also save your questions at the last. Now, let's just break down this students learning outcome. Comprehend, it means to understand, and we will try to understand and also use contemporary idioms. Contemporary means हम असर, वो idioms जो हम आम तौर पर daily life में, in your writing and in our speech, we use these idioms. They are very important and relevant to the contemporary world. We will talk about idioms now in this lesson, and proverbs will be dealt in the next lesson, which will be on Monday. Now, we will see it in different texts and how we can use it in our speech. So, our main focus is on idioms and especially contemporary idioms. Now, this is a vertical linkage added for your help. Now, let's talk about an Islamic perspective as we always do. Let's read this verse from the Holy Quran and read its English translation over here. This is from Surah Taha. Now, it says, "O my Lord, open for me my chest, grant me self-confidence, contentment and boldness, and ease my task for me, and untie the knot from my tongue, that they understand my speech." Now, this is a very good verse from the Holy Quran. It is also a supplication. It's a dua as well that we make. This is Prophet Moses, Hazrat Musa alayhi salam's dua. Rabbi shrah li sadri. I hope that you remember it. Now, first, we are doing it just to tell you that here in the Quran itself, we have seen a lot of idioms that are being used. Let's see. Can you spot some idioms? Open for me my chest doesn't mean that literally open my chest. It is an idiom. It's a figurative speech. It's a figure of speech and it's a figurative language. And ease my task and loose the knot from my tongue. Because we know that Hazrat Musa alayhi salam used to have, he had trouble in speaking, right? He used to stammer or talk in a very different way. So that's why he said, untie the knot from my tongue. It doesn't mean that he's literally having a knot in the tongue. He's using a figure of speech in the supplication. So you can see that even in the glorious Quran, Allah has mentioned and quote and also used figures of speech which are idioms. He has used other figures of speech, similes, metaphors to make us understand the message better. So in this way, you can see that untying my knot, the knot from my tongue, or open my chest, this is figurative language. These are just some idioms. muhavre that we use in our daily lives. So in the same way, when we are reading the Holy Quran, when we are using it in our daily life, we are making du'as, so we are using idioms and some other figures of speech unconsciously, but we need to know about them. Where do they come from? Why do we say all these kind of phrases? Now let's see. Now, have you ever heard someone say it's raining cats and dogs? Think about it. Does it mean cats and dogs are literally they're falling from the sky? No, it's not the case. This has not to be taken literally. Raining cats and dogs is an idiom. It means we are saying that it's raining heavily, but we are not saying that it's raining heavily. It's very basic and simple, right? We are saying that it's raining cats and dogs. Now, raining cats and dogs is an idiom, right? And there are hundreds of idioms like these. So, what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to memorize them and then use them in our speech and in our writing. This is our main focus and this is our goal. So I hope that the students' learning outcome is very much clear. So what do you think when I say it's raining cats and dogs? Yes, it's raining heavily, but how is it related? How is raining cats and dogs related to raining heavily? There could be so many theories. बहुत सारी वजूहात हो सकती हैं. You can say that just like a cat is running from the dog is chasing the cat, one after the other. जिस तरह droplets गिरते हैं रेन के one after the other, तेज तेज तेज, तो हम कहते हैं बहुत तेज बारिश हो रही. इसी तरह जब एक डॉग चेस करता है कैट को in a very fast way, we say it's the same way. It's raining cats and dogs, just like a dog is chasing the cat and the cat is running away from the dog. Or we could also say that one time, एक दफा ऐसा हो सकता है कि बहुत तेज विंड चली, आंधी और thunderstorm, and there were some animals, cats and dogs, and they were flying. हवा के जोर से they looked like they are falling from the sky. किसी ने देखा, उसने कहा कि अच्छा, तो he made that idiom, he or she made that idiom, and that idiom got famous. So there can be more theories for that. So you can see that raining cats and dogs related to raining heavily actually makes sense. Raining cats and dogs को अगर जब हम एनालाइज करेंगे, हम देखेंगे इसके पीछे कोई हिस्ट्री, कोई ओरिजिन, कोई वाकया है, वो हमें सोचना है और हम हमेशा इस इडियम को याद रखेंगे. इस कनेक्शन के साथ, इस स्टोरी के साथ हम इसको याद रखेंगे. तो idioms, how do we memorize idioms? By relating it to the origin and the story. Now, if we take idioms, my dear learners, students, if you're paying attention, if we use idioms literally, if I'm saying it's raining cats and dogs, and you would think, oh, maybe it's right, he's right, it's literally raining cats and dogs. But if you go out, you will be disappointed. You will be like, no, it's not, it's just raining. Where are the animals? So it does mean that you don't need to take it literally. Take it figuratively, okay? Because we are using figurative language. It's easy. So what are we supposed to do? Are we taking the idioms literally? No. We are not taking as it is. We are thinking about it and searching about it. Only then we can understand the real meaning. So I want you to brainstorm. I want you to come up and think about different idioms. Can you mention any one idiom at least in the chat box? Students who are listening online on Zoom, can you tell me more idioms like that? All right. Can you tell me any other idiom? Yes, come on. All right. Calling a spade a spade. He's always calling a spade a spade. It means he's always speaking the truth. Oh, what just happened? It just happened out of the blue. It just happened out of the blue means एक चीज अचानक से होगी, out of the blue. So these are some idioms. Okay. Now, look, here is an idiom. Great mind think alike. Great minds think alike. What do you mean by this? Great minds think the same. It means that people who have great minds and bigger knowledge, big brains, they are thinking kind of the same. It means clever people, people who are very clever, जो बहुत चालाक लोग हैं, they think the same. Their IQ level, their thinking matches. Alright? So that's why instead of just saying this, clever people think alike or clever people think the same, we can just say great minds think alike. Yes, beat around the bush, hang in there. Good. Good answers. Now, let's talk about figurative language. When we are using language without any figures of speech, we are just using the language normally. There is no interesting stuff, there is no wit, and there is no aesthetics and beautification. We are just using simple language. But we want to sound really good, like a good speaker and we want to be good writers. So we need to use figurative language. And figurative language can make our sentences and our speech or writing beautiful and up to the mark. Now, figurative language uses words in a non-literal way. When we are using figurative language, it means we are not taking it literally. हम उसको as it is नहीं लेंगे, सोचेंगे क्या हो सकता है इसका मतलब. Calling a spade a spade. What do you mean by this? You have to search, you have to dig a little deeper. Then you can find out the true meaning. So we don't take literally to convey a deeper meaning or create a more vivid image. When I'm saying it's raining cats and dogs, let's take another example. Can you visualize something? क्या आपके ज़हन में एक पिक्चर बन रही है, एक image? It's raining cats and dogs. You can actually visualize it, right? So, the purpose of using idioms is to make the listener visualize. मैं चाहता हूं कि जो मैं बोलूं आपके दिमाग में उसकी पिक्चर आए, उसकी इमेज जनरेट हो और आपको मेरा मैसेज सही तरह समझ आ जाए. Now, it goes beyond the plain meaning of the words themselves. This is what a figurative language is. When we are using figurative language, my dear learners, we are using figures of speech like simile, metaphor, personification. We are using idioms. Okay, we are using idiomatic expressions. So when we are using all these kind of devices and figures of speech, we are using actually figurative language. And figurative language makes us sound good speakers and native speakers. So we need to learn the figurative language and its different figures of speech. Let's talk about idioms, which is our main topic. Now, what is an idiom? Just I told you, out of the blue. Out of the blue. There are 4 words, right? So it means that idiom is a group of words. तो idiom में एक लफ्ज नहीं होगा. idiom में 3, 4, 5 इस तरह लफ्ज होंगे. तो you can easily see that it's an idiom. एक single word idiom नहीं होगा. Whose meaning differs from the individual words meaning. तो जब हम idiom को as it is लेंगे, group of words को, तो उसका एक अलग मीनिंग बनता है. लेकिन जब हम उसको एक एक वर्ड को लेंगे तो कोई और मीनिंग बनेगा. तो हमने उनको अलग अलग लेना है या इकट्ठा? इकट्ठा. जैसे आउट ऑफ द ब्लू. आउट मतलब बाहर, ऑफ preposition, blue नीला, no. Out of the blue, which means suddenly, out of nowhere, अचानक. ठीक है. तो we are using individual meanings, not individual meanings, but we are using a collective meaning of that idiom. An idiom is a group of words. Idiom की definition क्या है? It's a group of words whose literal meaning is different from the individual meaning. Now, their meaning comes from the figurative understanding of the entire phrase. So, when we are dealing with idioms, we need to think about the figurative part, the figurative meaning. Then, let's see. Can you read this, students? Let the cat out of the bag. बिल्ली को बैग से बाहर निकाल दें. It's an idiom, all right? Let the cat out of the bag. Why do we use it? कहां यूज करूंगा इसे मैं? एक सिचुएशन में यूज करूंगा. हर सिचुएशन में यूज नहीं कर सकता. I can't say I am sick. Let the cat out of the bag. No, I will say I'm feeling a little under the weather. I will not say that let the cat out of the bag क्योंकि कोई सेंस नहीं बनेगा. So you have to use the idioms in the right situation. हालात को, मौके को देखकर हम idiom को यूज करेंगे. अगर हम ऐसे idiom को यूज करेंगे, then this will make no sense और वो गलत होगा. Now, this is an idiom meaning to tell a secret by mistake. अगर हम किसी का राज, किसी का सीक्रेट अचानक गलती से किसी को बता दें, तो क्या कहेंगे? जैसे Zumit, I will say, Zumit let the cat out of the bag. He told the secret by accident. गलती से he told the secret. So I would say he's letting the cat out of the bag or he let the cat out of the bag. You know, cat वो secret थी बैग में. He let it out. उसने बाहर निकाल दिया, सबको बता दिया. Make sense? जब आप idiom को रिलेट करेंगे स्टोरी के साथ या ओरिजिन के साथ, तब आपको idiom याद करने में भी आसानी होगी. It will be easier for you to memorize and recall. Now, have you ever heard this? Give up. Like when somebody says, I can't take it longer, I just give up. Giving up means छोड़ देना, हार मान जाना, right? Quit कर देना. So, can you actually give something up, not down? Why can't I say, I give down? Give down क्यों नहीं यूज करेंगे हम? Give up. Can we say give down? No. Because give up is a established idiom. तो हम अपनी तरफ से idiom में up, down, left, right कुछ भी change नहीं करेंगे. Otherwise, the meaning will be lost and that would be an incorrect idiom that you created by your own. Now see. Okay. So why do we use idioms? Why do we need to memorize hundreds of idioms and use them? Can't we just simply say something and just get over with it? Can't we just, say it? No. We use idioms as usually, as we use in Urdu and Punjabi and other languages. There are idioms in every language. And why do we use them? Let's see. A speaker or a writer often uses idioms to convey a message to someone else in a more creative way. इसमें creativity है. You create something. You say it in a interesting way. अगर हम, if I keep on repeating one thing over and again, this is boring, right? Boring. So I have to do something creative. Instead of saying, oh, he told the secret by mistake, I would say, he let the cat out of the bag. और जब मैं ये बोलूंगा तो it will captivate the listener. The listener will be attentive to me more than when I'll be using normal language. So instead of saying you are correct, you are correct, you are correct, I would just say you hit the nail on the head. Good. That's right. That's a good answer. You hit the nail on the head. It means that you have given the right answer. You are correct. You are right. Or you can just say bingo. If I'm asking a question and you've answered it correctly, I would say bingo. Or good, you've hit the nail on the head. Now, what do you mean by hitting the nail on the head? Can you guess it? There's a nail and I have a hammer. I've hit the nail right on the head, right? और जब मैं इसके head पे hit करूंगा तभी ये उसके चीज के अंदर चला जाएगा. It means that ये काम बिल्कुल ठीक हुआ है. It's correct. It's hitting the nail on the head. So ये इसके पीछे एक लॉजिक है, एक स्टोरी है जो आपने याद रखनी है, एंड दिस वे यू कैन इजीली मेमोराइज एनी काइंड ऑफ इडियम. नाउ if I take the idioms literally, तो ये होगा, जो कि पॉसिबल नहीं है. This never happens unless there's a cyclone or there's a extreme, thunderstorm. फिर ये हो सकता है कि otherwise जब बारिश होती है तो ये नहीं होता, droplets गिरते हैं. So, okay. So it means that we are not taking the idioms literally. So pay attention to the context in which idioms are used. जब हम reading करेंगे, when we are reading something, any story, text, article, column or anything, any lesson, we are seeing some idioms. हम idioms देखेंगे, लेकिन हम idiom पे रुकेंगे नहीं. Context देखेंगे आगे पीछे, surrounding, और फिर idiom हमें थोड़ा तो समझ आ ही जाएगा. फिर हम थोड़ा सा उसका लॉजिक बनाएंगे, थोड़ा सा हिस्ट्री में जाएंगे, सेंस बनाएंगे, ये चीज कैसे रिलेट होगी, और फिर हम उसके मीनिंग तक पहुंच जाएंगे. और अगर हम फिर भी पहुंच नहीं पाते तो हम उसको सर्च कर लेंगे एक दफा, राइट? ओके. Look up unfamiliar idioms in a dictionary. When we are reading something or when we are speaking something or somebody else is saying something to us and he or she used an idiom which is not familiar to you. You have never heard that idiom before. You will go straight to the dictionary, you will open it and then you will search for it, or you can just Google it, right? Use online dictionaries, use your pocket or normal dictionaries. So therefore, in this way, you can find the meaning and the whole understanding of any idiom. Now, don't take the literal meanings. I hope that ये point आपको बिल्कुल समझ आ गया होगा कि you do not take the literal meaning. If I'm saying hit the nail on the head, don't think that I'm actually hitting the nail on the head physically. No, I'm not doing it. I'm just being correct. I'm saying the correct thing. So, if you take it literally मतलब जैसा नजर आ रहा है वैसा ही लेना. नहीं, वैसे नहीं लेना. थोड़ा सा सोच के लॉजिक बनाना है और फिर उसको समझना. Now, okay, let's see what do we have here. Okay, these are some very common idioms जो आपके एग्जाम में भी आ सकते हैं, जो आप जब आप स्टोरीज पढ़ते हैं या नॉर्मल नॉन फिक्शन रीडिंग करते हैं या किसी से बात करते हैं in English. These are some very common idioms that you come across. Or if you're watching something on television for entertainment, like if you're watching a film, if you're watching a TV show, cartoons, if you're hearing the news, if you're listening to the evening news. So you can face and you can get all these idioms. Under the weather, break a leg, once in a blue moon, the ball is in your court. So let's see. And why do we use idioms? Can you tell me again? These are your shortcuts. हम शॉर्टकट इस्तेमाल करते हैं, क्रिएटिव वे, एक टूल है. हम नॉर्मल करने के बजाय हम वो यूज कर लेंगे, ठीक है? तो these are very good shortcuts and they make your speech interesting or boring. Interesting. You will sound like, people will say this man or this girl or this one has learned a lot and he's a very good speaker. Okay, under the weather. What do you mean by this? Under the weather. Are we going to take one word at a time? No. Take the whole three words together. Under the weather. It means it's related to season, right? And if somebody is under the weather, it means they are under that season. If it's summer, they are dehydrated or they are sick. If it's winter, it means they are under the weather. What do you mean by they are catching a cold, maybe they are sick, they have fever, right? So under the weather means not feeling well. Now how do we use it? I would say, I'm sorry, I can't come today, I'm feeling under the weather. That's right. I'm feeling, don't say I'm sick, I'm feeling, fever, I have temperature. You can just use this shortcut and you could just say, I'm feeling under the weather. Now, I'm feeling a bit under the weather today, so I might call in sick to work. Or let's say break a leg. What do you mean by this? If you're taking it literally, it means somebody is breaking a leg physically. No, it means that it's something else. It's not literally breaking a leg. इसका कोई और मतलब होगा. Literal तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं होगा because it doesn't make sense. Can I say I'm breaking a leg? Can you imagine me actually physically breaking a leg? No. It means that there is another meaning. And to find that out, it means to wish someone good luck. Totally opposite. It means that I'm wishing you a good luck. Now, good luck with your presentation tonight. Break a leg. It means I'm wishing you good luck. Okay. Once in a blue moon means very rarely. एक चीज जो बहुत कम होती है. It's very rare. All right. So we only get to visit our grandparents once in a blue moon. So we cherish every moment. Once in a blue moon means normally you see a white moon, right? But there are some times when it gets a little bluish or when it's showing a different color. But this doesn't happen all the time. It's very rare. ये कभी कभी होता है. तो अगर आपने ये बताना है कि एक चीज मैं कभी कभी करता हूं या करती हूं या ये कभी कभी हुआ बहुत देर बाद, बहुत अरसे बाद, so we can just say once in a blue moon. Simple. We only get to visit our grandparents. हम अपने grandparents के पास जाते हैं once in a blue moon. कभी कभार. Once in a 6 months, once in a year, once in a 2 years. Okay. The ball is in your court. What do you mean by this? It means a decision is up to you. The ball is in your court. Ball आपके court में है. Now you decide whether you want to kick it or you want to just discard it or keep it, whatever. It means that if I'm saying the ball is in your court, it means now it's up to you. You need to make that decision. Yeah, that's good. सब कुछ आपके हाथ में. आपकी मर्जी, आप क्या करेंगे. That's good. Okay. These are some more common English idioms with pictures and illustrations so you can see it. So if I'm saying cat got your tongue, all right, it means can't you speak? Why are you not speaking? So we can just say cat got your tongue, that's why you're not speaking. It doesn't mean that cat is literally getting the tongue. It's just an idiom. जैसे हम उर्दू में कहते हैं मेरे पेट में तो चूहे दौड़ रहे हैं, भूख बहुत लगी, right? So they are not literally mice running in the stomach. It means that I'm telling you कि किस शिद्दत से भूख लगी, right? So it's an interesting way of saying that. Butterflies in stomach and all these idioms you can get it once you get the PowerPoint presentation that's in front of you. Coming up next. Okay, just tell me quickly, very quickly, students who have joined us online and who are sitting over here. What do you mean by this? You are what you eat. These are your options. One of them is correct. Your diet affects your health. Food is everything. You become like your food. You only eat delicious food. What's the right answer?
Your diet affects your health.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's the right answer. It means that if you eat junk food, it will affect your health. And if you're eating healthy, if you're eating vegetables and veggies and good green food, that will also that will make you healthy. Now, here's an idiomatic conversation. इस conversation में क्या हुआ है? दोनों idioms इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं, right? ये हमारा मकसद है कि हम भी जब बात करें इंग्लिश में तो हम idioms का यूज करें. तो two students, Maya and Ben, or let's say Hamid, they are walking home. That math test was brutal. I completely blanked on the last question. Now, blanked on the last question. What do you mean by this? Blank हो गया. उसने ये नहीं कहा कि मुझे आता ही नहीं था. She said, I completely blanked. It means to forget something completely. And don't worry about it, he said, Maya, everyone bombs a test. Bombs a test. What do you mean by this? Bomb. They throw bomb on the test? No. Bombs a test means fail a test. So these are just idioms. You can see, maybe I just need to hit the books. Hit the books, ये idiom है. Can fry your brain, ये idiom है. So this is a conversation that you need to revisit once you get this PowerPoint presentation. ये आपको मिल जाएगी और आप इसमें से, और you can Google, you can write on Google different idioms, contemporary idioms. तो आपको बहुत सारे idioms मिल जाएंगे. नाउ यहां पे ये एक्टिविटी है, यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट idioms. How do we find out? First we will read this, we will understand it, और हम आइडेंटिफाई करेंगे idioms को, फिर हम उनको देखेंगे कि इसका क्या मतलब है. लिटरली मतलब नहीं लेना, फिगरेटिव मतलब लेना है और समझने की कोशिश करनी है. So Zohaib stared at the mountain of textbooks on his desk. Mountain of textbooks, right? Feeling completely overwhelmed. Tomorrow was a big history exam, and despite spending hours cramming, his brain felt like mush. Feeling like mush. These are all your idioms. So ये आप देखेंगे, and then now as I told you, हर language में, पूरी दुनिया में different countries में जो different languages बोली जाती हैं, सब के अंदर idioms होते हैं. It's not only in English, it's in Urdu, it's in Punjabi, it's in all different kind of your native national languages and also international languages. In Arabic, they say one hand doesn't clap. What do you mean by this? It means ताली एक हाथ से नहीं बजती. You have to cooperate, right? One hand doesn't clap. Can one hand clap? No. It means the other hand should be involved. It means that two persons are needed to do that job. Okay. Then we have an idiom from around the world. From Spain, we have idiom from Pakistan. Okay, this is okay. We have an idiom from Spain, from Pakistan. हाथी के दांत खाने के और दिखाने के और. It means हाथी के जो वो वाले दांत है जो उसकी आइवरी है वो दिखाने के हैं, लेकिन खाने वाले उसके अंदर है, मुंह में. इसका मतलब है जो दिखाता है वो होता नहीं है. इसका मतलब ये है, जैसे हम कहते हैं हाथी के दांत खाने के और दिखाने के और. इसका मतलब आप जो दिखा रहे हैं आप वैसे नहीं है, कुछ और है. या ये जो दिख रही है ये चीज ये दिखाने के लिए है, असल में ये कुछ और है. So इसी तरह you can find this simulation video that you can watch, and with your classroom activity all you have to do is explain these idioms or get any kind of idioms. Okay, you'll get this worksheet that you need to solve. It's very important. This is your homework. You have to use these idioms. या जितने भी idioms आप निकाल सकते हैं on your own from Google, use them. उनके sentences बनाएं correctly, उनका meaning लिखें, and then submit it to me. Okay, all these resources will be added. So if you have any kind of situation, students, you can any kind of question you can ask. So our topic was today, it was for idioms, figurative language. So is everything clear, students?